Okay, morning everyone. Michelle here, living in Ghana. Moved to Ghana more than a year now. I've passed the 1 year mark since May. So it's almost 1 year and 2 months. I have been sharing my experiences here in Ghana, mainly for information sake, preparation for persons who are interested in moving to Ghana. And there's a number of things that you have to take into consideration. Had a conversation this morning, in fact, that set me thinking about the very same things I've been discussing. I think I recently mentioned in my video about mindset and the reasons why people come here. And I can't say it enough. Your mind has to be prepared. The It's not coming here and starting a business and making it only. There, I have to think about the mindset of the people here as well. But I got up this morning and went outside. Oh, that was a disaster. I expected to run outside, transplant my tomatoes, and come back in. And I got bitten so many times, it's not funny. So my skin is filled with welts from these sandflies, sandfly bites. But this is another video really on the whole thing of the I'm trying to get my thoughts together. It's scattered because this really is crazy with regards to my resident permit. It's I'm not anxious. I really believe that the most I work things out, how things are to work out. And when a door closes, another one opens and the right one opens. So I believe that he opens the door that he wants opened for me to step through. Right? So we're still in the dilemma. The one person who said they were going to be helping, I keep getting changed information. So now we're at the point where we need to, and I think I said it before, find the medical fees and then decide how many years. I know persons said it's best to have 2 or 3 years instead of, doing it every year. And that's still something that I am aiming for. But someone, I think I shared the information that it's done in Takoradi as well as Accra. I'm hearing this morning because a friend who was a contact in the office in Takoradi where he did his citizenship, they said nope, they don't do it here, you have to travel to Accra. So again, the necessity of using an agent becomes more imperative. Accra is like a no-no right now, and it wouldn't be possible to even contemplate traveling to Accra at this point based on what is going on with the flooding. The roads is an impossibility as far as I am concerned. I don't know who else has another opinion, but to me it's impossible for 4 of us to close up here and go to Accra. We don't know what time when we'd come back, if we'd even reach based on the condition of the roads. So it's definitely out of it. So I guess the agent is the best option. So you guys have to think about that. For those persons, there are a couple persons who have been in contact with me. They are heading this side soon. And if you land in Accra, it's best you stay long enough to at least start the process. I'm not sure how, because I hear in Accra, the facilities are there. You do it on the ground. So you deal with your Ghana card in Accra. And that's no for persons. This is no information. For those persons who are coming in the next couple of months, it's best you stop in Accra for a week or 2 and sort out getting your Ghana card. The residency permit now is a little bit more ticklish. Why? As far as I know, And if there's anybody else out there with other information, you can correct me. As far as I know, you have to have your indenture or a bank statement to be able to. And I'm not sure how well the bank statement goes, how valid it is, because the idea is investment here in the country. You have to prove that. So where it concerns getting your resident permits, it will probably take a little bit more time. If you have not yet purchased your property, you don't have your indenture. If you have your indenture though, you are in a better position to sort that out with your Ghana card if you're just coming, right? Right there in Accra before you head to this side. If you're going to chance coming this side without doing the resident permit, it means that you have to head to Accra in soon, because you know that has to be dealt with eventually. However long they stamp in your passport, you have that amount of time to deal with the residency. But let me repeat that. If they stamp 3 months in your passport as the time you get to stay here, you can deal with your Ghana card. I think you just take a day in Accra, head this side, you have your Ghana card. When the time comes, if they stamp 3 months, you have 3 months to deal with your residency. So with the rains, I think we're in July, August, September, October. By then, it's not so bad. Hopefully, the roads are drained by then, so you will have at least up to September to find your way to Accra and sort it out. And that is the only other option outside of engaging an agent this side and just let them deal with it, and you pay whatever fees they are charging. I will have to use an agent, whether I like it or not. The problem is the cost. It's dragging now. I think I have 6 days left, and the weekend is going to take 2 days, which will leave me 4 days. So I'm talking about 4 days left before my current resident permit is up. So I'm not sure how that's going to roll out at this point. We have a portion of the fees, and that's relating to the medical, and at least 2 years for the permit. We'll need another at least 5,000 or 6,000 to pay the agent to deal with all 4 of us. So there is that. Another thing I want to mention is that even if you need your indenture for the first go, for those persons who have already experienced going through the residency application, when it comes to renewal, one agent told me I don't need the indenture, so at least I don't have to think about the indenture for the renewal. That's the information I got. It was texted to me, so I'm going to hold to that and think of it as valid information. I asked specifically, do I need my indenture for the renewal? The person said no. So I'm going to take that as the format, the protocol, policy for the renewal, right? So for those persons who are interested, it's most likely that you will have to go through an agent based on how things are set up here to do your residency. The Ghana card, no, you can just go to the office in Takoradi, because I have done it, and you deal with your stuff and you're done. And the cost is a set cost. If you want 2-3 years, then you pay for that. I am still not sure about the first year. You can't get more than one, because there are persons who get them 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years on the Ghana card when they just come. All right, but that's not. I haven't gotten that experience. When I just came, had only could get a year, and know that I went back for renewal of the Ghana card, I was asked how many years I wanted. So if I could have paid for 4-5 years, I would have been able to do that. All right. So the The resident permit also allows you to pay for it per year. So it's 288 Ghana cedis times however much you want, how many years you want, plus the agent fee, plus your medical, which is $150 at this point in time. Approximately 160 something, 1,600 and something. I think 650, 670, thereabout, depending on the price of the US dollar right now. All right, so I just thought I'd share that again, clarify some points. All right, so I'm still working on getting my resident permits. So for those who the information help, fine. Another thing of concern that I wanted to mention that came out of the current situation with the rains is the fact that with this rain, the amount of rain that is falling, you are going to have a rise in the breeding of the mosquitoes. What that means is that the potential for malaria and typhoid and those things have, risen astronomically. I watched a video this morning that mentioned that when the flooding is over, we can expect, she wasn't a doctor, but there are quite a number of persons who concurred with her in the comments. Cholera. So cholera is another thing to consider. Those persons who are coming in between now and September, you have to keep that in mind. Buying food becomes dangerous. Definitely don't buy food outside to eat. Cook your own food. So those things have to be, we are making plans for that. We normally cook our own food. The only time we have 2 places that we eat out, so we have to scrap that for the time being. And stock up on things in house. So I figure I need to figure out how I get money to sort out my pantry and the kitchen area, so at least I'm comfortable there. But we have to be thinking about those things with this amount of rain that is coming and the flooding, the stagnant water that's going to be definitely going to be in different areas, not just Accra, but this side. I'm in Line of Judah. I don't worry about flooding, but there are places, there are areas where water is going to be collected throughout that nobody has built yet. When we go down to Asebo, we're still going to be worrying about those little swampy areas that the water has settled. So all those areas make it a strong possibility that you're going to have a lot of mosquitoes and a lot of mosquito carrying disease, sickness going around. So we are planning to stay in with the decisions that we have made recently. We are going to have food in the yard. We don't have to eat rice, yes, but because where my daughter is going with the cassava and the fufu variations with the planting and so on, we can limit ourselves to certain things when it comes to preparing our food, and that is what we plan to do. If we're stocking up on thin things, we are mindful of the whole idea of preservative, so we actually get rid of the liquid and it minimizes the risk. Get rid of the liquid, wash and season all over again. So that's what we're planning to do. But we are going to plan to stock up on some tin stuff in the pantry so that we have access. Buy your flour, have an amount here. Buy your rice, have an amount here. So it minimizes the trafficking back and forth. Definitely won't be eating out. The only crimp is access to a generator, because with a sensible generator here, we definitely don't have to travel anywhere for charging and so on. So all that is a part of life here in Ghana. I figure every year you have to think these things, and this is why I say mindset, adaptability, And all those things are very important to being able to live here. I didn't come here to survive here. Surviving is not living. And people need to understand the difference. I didn't come here to survive. I come here to live. It was just yesterday David was saying we are living our best lives. And some persons, based on how they take my video, the point of view that they're holding to, will not understand this. But I agree with her 100%. I am living my best life here. And that has to do with my value system, my idea of what I want my life to be like, how I view living here and interacting and the challenges here. All of that determines what you view living here as, being with you. And everybody is going to be different. I know there are persons who are viewing this differently. But all of that is in stride. Somebody pointed out today that even in Jamaica, Jamaicans are criminals. It's a black thing, This whole scamming and under the table payments and system set up where people, is a black thing. I am convinced, yeah. I know people are going to worry, but it's a black people thing. I'm a black person. I grew up in Jamaica and it is the same thing. So come in here. Don't think it's a Ghana thing. You know what was sad though, somebody said it this morning to me and I agree. The system is set up again to benefit the white man. Imagine in a black country, your system is set up because the video I posted that nobody really commented on and that I got some backlash on, showing the Chinese and the Lebanese man discussing some of the restrictions here with dealing, starting a business in particular, and some of the things. You're not coming here thinking you're just embracing your black brothers and sisters. You have to think about the mindset of your black brothers and sisters because it can be your failure, right? And the friend was saying, even if you go to court, the court is set up to benefit the Chinese and the Lebanese. They have the resources to battle in court and put the black man, the guy who messed up the house and the guy who not operating, who is operating their business and so on. They have the facilities, the resources to take them to court and get justice. Even if I took another brother, a Ghanaian brother, or another diasporan brother to court, I don't think much is going to come of it. It's just a sad fact, There's still the mindset amongst our brothers and sisters that the white man is God. The white man is set above us. So they're not going to rob them like they'd rob their own brothers and sisters who are foreigners. They're not going to we are not going to get the same result taking the white man to court. Right? And yeah. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just saying, but it's something to think about, so you have to be careful, especially if you're coming here to start a business, that your mindset is taken into consideration and the mindset of your brothers and sisters. So those are my few words in the name of the Most High. I am just sharing my experience here again. I'll see you guys in another video, and I hope you benefit from what I have shared.